Welcome back to the Future Pro USA Men's Soccer Showcase 2023, live from the Oriam in Edinburgh. We are just about ready for the second game of the afternoon after a cracking opener that finished 2-1. This time we have Florida in yellow against Georgia in the black kits. As the teams just switch ends before kick-off. It's been a really good start to proceedings today, a really good standard. And we'll be hoping for much more of the same. As it will be Georgia that get us underway. And away we go. Maddox into his midfield partner in McGrattan. Early ball forward. We saw in the first game it might just take a little time for both sides to feel each other out and settle into the game, but these are a lot of young players with quality. They'll be wanting to showcase that, hence the name. Wiggins tried to wrap his foot around that, but just into the arms of Currie. Loose ball, it'll be a throw-in on the far side. Comes across to Mir. Hunter. Just goes back to his left back. That's picked up by Tyler. Taylor again out wide. McGrattan. Patient build-up play this, Lincoln. It's Livingston who cuts it back. Forward it comes, good interception there. Casely. Enjoyed once again by Brad Rodder. Did you enjoy that first game?
Absolutely loved it. That was superb. Everything I wanted it to be and more. Boys give a fantastic account of themselves. Like we said on comms in the first half, it was intense. They play competitively. Some brilliant stuff. Brilliant stuff. I can relax now. Stop running around and watch this game, can't I?
Yeah, a lot to live up to.
For the coaches' benefit who are listening on the live stream in particular, been a few changes to the team sheets, just a few last minute adjustments. I'll be updating them on the live player directory that you would have been sent before today. So they'll have the reflective changes, well, not too many of them, but just a few to make you aware of. Put them all on there for you.
Lincoln just tried to get his way through. And a good one. Two opposite numbers clashing for what won't be the first time in the centre of the park. Yellow's just trying to build an attack here. Might be forced backwards, but that's a good ball into the centre of the park. More good build-up play out from the back. Georgia this time. And it's certainly getting them up the pitch. Clip forwards towards Gaskin, but he's flagged offside. Good defending. Ball clipped forward, and it's another offside this time against the Yellows. Just a bit of a tense opening 5 minutes. I think, as you said, Brad, in the first game, it can come to expect it, I should say, at times in these occasions.
Yeah.
And as you rightly predicted, both teams really grew into the game, and I'm sure we'll see exactly that in this contest.
Yeah, definitely. As soon as they get to grips with the game and the tempo starts to increase naturally.
And that's a wonderful finish.
The flag's up.
But the flag is up.
I think the referee's given it. Oh, he's not.
Much to Wigan's frustration. What a lovely, lovely chip that was.
I see that one back. Contentious.
Maybe quite difficult to tell from this angle.
The Yellows of Florida up in arms. We're not in the business of critiquing referees, though, are we?
Absolutely not.
What a finish, though, by the way. The technique on it was fantastic. Just enough to lift it over the keeper, spotting him off his line.
I'm sure the goalkeeper will say he knew it was offside.
Ben's a big lad as well. You know, you've got to have it inch perfect to be able to get it over him.
Ben Currie.
Stanley, the goal scorer, though, would have been the goal scorer had it stood. Came on our trip to California. We managed to scrimmage a few college sides while we were out there and played a few games amongst ourselves as well. And goals galore. He's a real predator.
And he was on the ball there.
Natural poacher, natural number 9.
Plays for Haddington Athletic. And he's a big presence at the top of the pitch.
He's a handful, absolutely a handful.
Hunter out to the left. It's a searching ball looking for Livingston, who gets there. And does well to get a corner out of it from Pearson. And he takes it. But the flag is up, so no second chance to deliver the ball into the box. And you're just seeing it, as you said, a couple of chances present themselves and everyone gets a little bit more comfortable.
Yeah. Naturally opens the game up, doesn't it? One team gets a bit of momentum and piles it on a little bit, changes the pace of things.
Robinson out to Lennon Somerville. Max Kennedy just giving the ball straight to his opposite number, but he gets it back here and picks out a better one. Angus Santos on the far side there. Did really well, Hunter, to get himself out of trouble there.
Brilliant, Jay. Brilliant, Jay.
Great run from Pearson. It was spotted. That's what you need to do from full-back these days.
Jay's an interesting one because he's just as capable playing as a left-sided full-back as he is a right-sided full-back. And his biggest strength is how athletic he is. So those runs in beyond and the ability to go and stretch a defence from a deep run, a deep, powerful run is obviously it's an asset to any side.
Yeah, it's one of the best areas to be flexible in, is at fullback. If you can fill in on the left and the right, any manager anywhere will absolutely love that.
100%, and it's something we speak about with all our players, is the ability to be able to play several positions. Now ultimately, if you are technically competent, you understand the game, and ultimately you're a good player, invariably those players are able to play different roles. And you know, if you're a college coach in the game and you're recruiting, hold it back. If you're a college coach and you're recruiting in the market for a certain player, and that you've got two players that you potentially recruit in maybe similar levels of ability. One might be one positioned, if you like, maybe a centre midfielder, but then you've got another who might be able to play all three midfield roles, might be able to play as a right-sided player, something like that. The ability to fulfil several different roles is obviously going to be a draw to a coach. And ultimately, coaches recruit what they see, don't they? So you might see a player today who's playing at centre half, might be capable of bringing the ball out from the back, might have a good passing range. The coach might see them as a potential centre midfield player or as a fullback or something like that. The coach will recruit what they see.
Well, how often do you hear players being interviewed and they've very rarely started in the position that they ended up in?
No, well, I didn't. When I went over to the States, I got recruited as a winger when I first went over to the States and ended up as a fullback. Now, admittedly, the lad in front of me in my position was a lad that ended up getting drafted 3 years later. So that was the level ultimately, and I clearly wasn't at that level. But yeah, it's the same thing. I ended up as a fullback, and ultimately, there's the choice you make, isn't there? Do I want to be on the bench, or am I prepared to play in different positions to help the team? I think 99% of players that have the attitude that's necessary to succeed, it's going to be a case of I'll play anywhere.
There's a certain Scottish international recently said that he'd play anywhere as long as it wasn't on the bench.
Players want to play, really simple.
Good tracking back there, just gets the ball back for the All Blacks. Certainly got a look of them in these All Black kits. Searching ball from Pearson. He's got the support in Lincoln. Strong defending. That's going to give Livingston a chance to stretch his legs, but wonderful defending from Jay Pearson. Player obviously we've already mentioned, but he's settled into this game in the opening quarter of an hour well. And Livingston. Meir inside and gets it back. Nabil Meir.
Speaking of playing in different positions, Nabil is definitely one that can do that. Came to us as a central midfield player, probably more so as an 8 or a 10 really, but then played in a few other events that we had as a fullback. Played for his club as a fullback. He's one of them that just wants to play, just wants to be on the pitch, and has the skill set to be able to carry out different roles.
Leith athletic player, and here he is with the throw. Wiggins back. Oh, it's found its way back to Kennedy. Just crowded out by all the black shirts in defence there.
Yeah, being patient though, the others.
That's a long range effort, and not a bad one in the slightest.
From Lennon.
It's Lennon Somerville. Livingston just ran out of space. West Dyke player, Aidan Livingston, number 7. Maddox. It's going to go back from whence it came. Here's Ed Lincoln. Finds his way through, gets the effort on goal. Just couldn't get enough power behind it, and he's just taken a little knock there, moving a little gingerly after that one.
Didn't quite connect with it with that left foot, did he? Did really well to shift onto his left foot, but didn't quite connect with it. Maybe a bit of a weak ankle maybe on that one. Didn't quite get it locked into position for the strike. Had to take it early though, had to take it early. He went for that near post, that little gap. Well dealt with again from Jay.
Flick just ceded possession. And here come Florida down this right hand side, and ball given away. Comfortably nodded back to the goalkeeper by Tyler Robinson. Into Lincoln. He's got some help and flicks it through. This is a chance.
What a finish.
And that is
Great
a goal.
finish.
What, as you say, great finish. Charlie Gaskin. Great run, well picked out by Lincoln. And he's just smashed that into the top right hand corner.
Ruthless finish. Ruthless finish. When you get into those areas, that's what you ask, isn't it, from forward player? Go be ruthless and go make the chance count. The little replay we're getting in front of us here is fantastic, by the way. That's a dream.
It's a good ball inside to Lincoln. Gaskin, a couple of touches to set himself.
Ruthless.
And just thumped that home. Really quality finish. And the man from Stewarton Alnwick FC. And he'll be delighted with that. And it's 1-0. Patient again, good ball into Maddox, who got that move started for the goal just a couple of moments ago.
Another one that moves really well with the ball at his feet. Great run from Colton. Ball in. Brilliant.
That'll be a foul. It was Casely that came in.
Great run from Colton McCunney then. Carried on his run into a wide area. Don't want to get pulled out there as a defender here. No, as a centre half. Zander had to do something.
Always difficult to deal with the pace in that position, and this is a Very decent area.
Colton's very capable of that as well. Drags you to positions as a midfielder, as an 8 or a 10 that you don't want to be in when you're a centre half or a full back.
Delivered from Livingston. Safe hands from the goalkeeper, Currie. Just showed a little bit too much of that to the goalkeeper. And that's what you want, is you want your goalkeeper to come out and take the pressure off the defence. Here's a chance for Tyler to get going. Wonderful defending. McCunney again. Good awareness from Meir. He was being hunted down by Salem.
I love how he's tried to release him early. Not quite got the weight of the pass right, but tried to release him early.
That pass wasn't perfect, and that's just wide. Had to take it first time. So close to doubling the advantage. Free kick given. A little coming together. It's a Georgia ball, and they get the ball rolling quickly. Tyler just tried to play it through that narrow corridor.
What a pass.
And that's exactly where that ball's gone. Wiggins it is, and this forces the stop.
Great ball, great run. Power. No, sorry, Chris, cut you off there. Yeah, great pass in. Stanley held his run really well. Just like the finish.
Cunny out to Livingston. The chase is on here for Salim, but good 1-2. Livingston involved, as he has been quite heavily in this opening 20 minutes. McCunney just trying to evade all the black shirts, and just about has, but that'll be Maddox that's penalised.
Done so well to get out of that, Colton did.
It's so difficult in the centre of the park. You need eyes on the back of your head. Trying to get a sight on goal. Wiggins has to go via Livingston. Livingston's done really well here. Only matched by the defender.
I'd probably say the same thing as the first game. Just want more shots. We've had a couple, a few speculative efforts rather. Stanley had a good chance as well. Want some goals now.
Firm challenge, Maddox.
It's intense, very intense. But again, they're competing, and that's what we want. We want them to compete.
Wide. Feed to Mir.
Aside from the football, though, you get into the changing room after the first game and you listen to the feedback of the boys, and they've had plenty of game time. All of them play the full. All but a couple of them play the full time. The coaches, like we said countless times before, but they're mixing with each other as clients. They're not on the same journey, but they're on a similar journey. In general, they're going through the same process. So it's nice for them to be able to communicate with each other and strike up relationships. There's lads here from down from Cornwall all the way up to Aberdeen, that are striking up relationships and friendships that they'll keep.
Hopefully that will stand them in good stead in the future.
100% does. 100% does. And we've seen it when we've run these showcases every single year, and even the trial events as well, where the lads get to meet with new people, and these people they meet with, they end up in a. I'd head that back in. The people that they meet with end up becoming, like I say, they end up becoming friends for the foreseeable future. And then when they're out in the States, they've got a little support network of their own, haven't they?
There's Liam Maddox into Ed Lincoln. More strong defending from Florida. McGrattan out wide. McMurdo with a chance to bring the ball forward. Straight back to McMurdo. Lincoln's come very deep here, trying to force his way through. Lovely touch, just to bring it under his spell. You mentioned having players here from Cornwall to Aberdeen. I can see here Sheffield, Mansfield.
And the credit has to go
Barnsley.
to the boys for coming here as well. When you're travelling those kind of distances. Wow, the pace.
Really good pace. Oh my goodness me, just wide of the target.
There's not many quicker than Charlie Gaskin, I can tell you that much.
And he nearly had a second.
It's not just the overall speed though, it's that little acceleration as well, that first 5 yards, lightning. And he continues that pace as well.
Which can be so beneficial to you as a player in that position. As they say, there's not much defenders fear more than raw pace. Maddox was asking for it, goes to the right side. Tyler Robinson eventually won the ball back, and it'll just drop for Castle. Just playing senior football with Clipstone FC's reserves, Castle.
Yeah, team very local to me. Live actually right round the corner from it. Used to play for them himself actually. Charlie's getting a good education in men's football now. I think for young players, not only have a lot of them got the access to the great coaching that they do. A lot of these boys in particular, from their their clubs, whether they're academies or whether they're pro youth or whether they're just at a grassroots club. I know a lot of these players are coached by some brilliant people, but also as well part of their education as young players, they've got to get into the men's game as well. It's a very different education for them. I remember my first time when I stepped into the men's game, and it's a new experience. The physical side of things, obviously, but the pace of the game, obviously, as well. They have to be exposed to it all. And I always tell the players before they're heading out to the States, get exposure to the men's game as quickly as you can. So not too early. There's a balance to it. But that exposure is important.
Here's Wiggins. That's a very decent ball in. Difficult to deal with from a defensive point of view. feet,
check.
releases Maddox. Lincoln takes over. Some half an hour gone. The black shirts of Georgia. Goal to the good. That's a wonderful ball. Lincoln's in the middle. Couldn't quite get there, but it drops and it's off the bar. Salim, he won't know how it's not gone in. And just about wide by Taylor. So close from Salim and Tyler, I should say, to adding a second. Real quality on those strikes as well.
She thinks too wide, the second one from Charlie. There we go.
Wiggins just tried to play in Livingston. Good defending once again from Pearson. Continues his run forward, but the move breaks down. Really good ball carrying ability shown there. Overlaps on from Mir. Tried to lend it back to Livingston. McCunney with the quick thinking and the quick shot. Just bounced in front of Kirby, but didn't stop him from keeping it out. Just a nice little drop of the shoulder, came inside and got his shot away.
Yeah. Almost narrowed the angle down for himself, didn't he? Ben fills the goal really well. It's going to take something special to beat him from distance.
Livingston. And the flag will go up and does go up. Not quite as good a finish as his first offside.
First one was amazing. Delicate little chip over the keeper. Spotted him off his line.
Imagine.
No good though, is it, when it's offside?
That's
Sadly,
exactly what
that's just kind of how it works.
That's exactly what you'd want to do in the opening 5 minutes of a game like today's. Just dink the keeper from 30 yards. You've been dreaming of that the night before. More good defensive work from Maddox. Just couldn't quite get the pass out quickly. Quick enough from his feet, I should say. Chance to carry the ball. Still there for Aidan Livingston. Pearson. Just powering through the middle of the park here, McGrattan. It's not too bad a first-time ball. And that's a penalty.
Didn't even hesitate, did he?
Referee gave it straight away.
I think it was coming together. Charlie's going to take it as well. If his first effort is anything to go by.
Gaskin makes it 2. Lovely penalty. Coolly slotted into the corner. Not the biggest of reactions, but he'll be delighted with that.
Second goal is okay, it's not bad. You've got to let yourself know you're enjoying it though.
Well, he's on a hat-trick now.
Yep. He'll keep getting in those positions as well. Keep getting in the positions that he has done for his first goal, and pops up in the box, and he's always in and around it. Really pleased for him.
Nicely done by Colton McCunney. We're into the last 5 minutes of the half. Georgia 2 goals to the good. And Florida in yellow just might need to find something to get themselves back in here. It could come through that ball for Lincoln. Comfortably dealt with by Robinson, back to Castle. Here's Wiggins. Just tried to poke it into the path of Kennedy. Max Kennedy of the wonderfully named Silverstone Racers Football Club. Another one who was on that tour to California in October. But here come Georgia. Just behind Lincoln. It's Casely that stepped in. Next possession back. Might drop for Lincoln, but just hooked away. Kennedy has some time and space. Pearson with the header away. Only as far as Kennedy. Just be a little break here. It's McGrattan that's down. Rhys McGrattan of Ashfield Football Club. Looks to be in a little pain. He's just gone off as a result. On comes Sam Hill. He had a very impressive outing in the first game, Hill, for the team in red, California. As they won 2-1. Here's Tyler. Back to Maddox. Hill gets his first touch in a black shirt. Foul given. This time it was against McCunney, who thought he'd won possession and was off and running. Hill, good ball into Gaskin. Returns it to Hill. Draws a magnificent save from Castle. That was goal bound. Pearson into Hill. Great feet from Lincoln. Back to Hill again, and his second effort draws another save from Castle. Not quite as spectacular as the first, but nevertheless just as important. As we tick towards half time, and he keeps it at 2-0 as the goalkeeper for the Yellows. But there might be another chance here before the interval, and there is not. And at half time it is Georgia in the black, leading by 2 goals, both from Charlie Gaskin, 1 from the penalty spot. And at half time it is black 2, yellow 0. Welcome back to the Future Pro Showcase. Live from the Oriam, we're in the second half here. Florida against Georgia. Florida in the yellow, Georgia in the black, leading by 2 Charlie Gaskin goals to 0. I'm joined again in the second half by Scott Clapperton. We've got a seamless tag team going with Brad on commentary.
Sure, I'll not be as entertaining this half.
Did you enjoy the first half?
Yeah, it was good. Blacks were certainly the more dominant side this in the first half. Yale did have some chances, but yeah, struggled a wee bit. So hopefully we can make some improvements this half.
Here's a great chance. Forces the save from Castle. It's Noah Wallace that found himself right up on the 6-yard box. It's good play from the Blacks. It's a good ball down the channel. And a really good overlapping run found by Hill. And Castle did well to come out and make the block.
Yeah, got really forward really well from that right hand side on the right midfield and right back. Both got forward really well.
Chance for the ball in the box, but it was cleared. It drops here and blocked. Devlin it was that got his body in the way of that. And another corner for the Blacks. There's that man Gaskin that puts the ball in, firm header away, only as far as Hill. Nice,
Good turn.
Really nice feet from Hill. Just couldn't get it over his feet, could leverage, but he's ended up picking up possession. Kennedy brings it away. And it's cut out by Pearson. Livingston it was who was on the move.
Try need to make more of those opportunities, yellows. If they're going to get back into this, it's better ball.
Could be one of those opportunities right here. It's Livingston, might go it alone, but really good covering. Perhaps just caught in two minds as to whether or not to shoot or find his teammate in the middle. And it's a really good ball to release him. Wiggins into Morgan. Gaskin just couldn't get there. Somerville with the throw. Somerville from Cumbernauld Colts. Here's Meir. Back to Livingston. Wasn't the worst ball. Whether it took a deflection, I'm not sure. Sam Hill just tries to find the ball, and he did, into leverage. Is there anyone in particular that impressed you in that first half?
Yeah, I think obviously Charlie, the right sided number 7 for the black team did really well. Looked really threatening going forward. He's quick. That pacing behind has posed problems for the yellows.
And it comes and the heads go up. Does it drop? It does, but the effort was high and wide.
Yeah, it might just be a case like last game, just yellows just try to hang in there, nick a goal, and then make more of a fight of it from there.
Yeah, yellow goal would certainly liven things up. Not that it's not lively. Been a very good watch. Wallace inside. Ball bounced off Gaskin, really. Calmly done by Max Kennedy. Maddox crowded out by a combination of Meir and McCunney. Just got under that one a little bit. That's made it difficult for both winger and fullback here. It's created an intriguing battle.
Yellows just need a wee bit more care moving that ball in the final third. They've kind of turned it over a couple of times when trying to get the ball forward.
Gaskin was perhaps just trying to find a ways round his fullback there, but really nice play from the Blacks. Looks very calm on the ball. Hill into Loveridge. Cut out by Meir. Tenacious defending from Nabil Meir, Leith Athletic fullback. Here's a chance for the Yellows. Livingston in support, and he's got it. Maybe just stepped on the ball a little bit. And the attack breaks down. Time for Gaskin to turn. He's looking to find, I think it was Casely. There's a man over here. Somerville into the middle, and what a stop that is to deny Wiggins.
Great save, really good save. It was a good break as well down the right hand side. He got that little bit of quality be looking for as well in the final third. Just unfortunate, wasn't able to put it away.
Somerville just popped up on the right hand side and played it in for Wiggins, whose effort stopped by the goalkeeper. Did really well to come out and make himself big. And there's Somerville. Devlin. Menzies. Kennedy with the ball forward. Wiggins still hunting for that goal. And into the hands of Currie.
The approach is definitely better from the yellows, definitely better.
Really improved in the last few minutes. Those chances will give them confidence as well. Hill, really good feet. And Gaskin goes down, and that'll be a free kick. Kennedy was the offender. And this is a good situation for the Blacks. Can they find a third here? Sam Hill to deliver. It's low. Got the touch on it, and it's flicked goalwards in the end. Castle just threw himself on it. He's trying to find Santos with that quick kick out. Left to right, stepped out of defence really calmly and comfortably there, Menzies. That's what you need to see your centre back doing. Mir released on the right, good covering. McMurdo. Might get it down for the shot here. Good ball out to Lennon Somerville. He's had a good second half. You'll be disappointed with that ball. Yeah, allows the Blacks to break forward. Tyler. Wade for Salim. It's Tom Salim. Just tested the goalkeeper. Hill trying to find Gaskin. Out to the left and gets it back. Oh, it's just under pressure there for a moment.
Yeah.
Xander Casely forward.
Good pass.
And Gaskin's got help through Wallace, but he doesn't need him. Loveridge. Oh my goodness me. Draws the save and the corner. Really good from Castle there to stop that. From a difficult angle, but it might just have dropped in over the keeper. And that effort got a lot behind it, just a little too much, and it's over the bar.
Yeah, he did well. He kind of held the ball in when it was back to goal, and then yeah, he obviously had a clear idea of what he wanted to do in his head. Soon he got that half yard, whipping a shot kind of that far corner. It was really good effort, really good save.
It would have been wonderful if it dropped in. Draws a wonderful save from Castle. Blacks just looking to extend that lead. And perhaps extinguish any potential yellow comeback.
Yeah.
Bealmere with the throw. Hill collects. Morgan just had to go backwards. It's come forward all the way towards Wiggins. You could see his thinking there, Stanley Wiggins. If he could just nick the ball past the defender and he was away. And Black's just about playing themselves into and out of trouble. Wiggins just trying to get it onto his right. Mears joined the attack. As Pearson to contend with. Dancing into the edge of the box, but runs into that roadblock. And away come the Blacks here. They've got a man over.
Cover.
Yeah, it was Menzies on the cover. I mentioned transitions in the first game, and it's really getting a bit stretched at times now in the second half. Here comes Livingston. It's back and cleared away again. Casely. Really good reading of the game, just stepped in front of Wiggins. Goodness knows where that was going to drop, but it's brought away by Sam Hill. Hill met by the defender in Somerville. Santos now. Just gave Jay Pearson some food for thought. Just over there.
Better from the Blacks, yeah. Just got to try and take the sting out of the game a little bit there. They're in control of this game. Not the ball. They don't need to go chasing anything.
It's Noah Wallace that was initially scampering after that, but Loveridge ended up being the closest to it, and yeah, it put Castle in a difficult situation that he dealt with well. Really nice drop of the shoulder there just to relieve the pressure. McMurdo. And it just keeps coming back. And it's through, and the effort was from Wiggins, just couldn't quite wrap his foot around it. He wanted to place it into that far corner. Difficult technique first time. Time to turn Morgan. Another searching ball for Livingston, and another ball, as you say, very well defended by Pearson. Just over on this far side, Wallace has arrived in space and gets it. Wouldn't quite drop for me. Had to break his stride. Angus Santos has got a lot of green space in front of him here. Really good tracking back. Hill, it was on defensive duty. Referee waves play on. It's Morgan that went down. Might have just taken a sore one. Luke Morgan of Malvern Town. Attended the Future Pro USA Tour to California in October. Just on the hour mark. And work for the Yellows to do. Certainly not out of the question that they can get back into this. And Hill with the miss kick, but it didn't lead to anything.
Just on his heels a wee bit. Number 11 from Yellows just needed to be a wee bit closer in.
Yellow's defenders are doing really well against Josh Loveridge through the middle.
Definitely try to keep playing this diagonal ball over left back's head for Blacks, but I think Pearson's dealing with it pretty reasonably well so far.
Poked into the path of Livingston. He's got some yellow shirts up with him, and it goes, and that might have been the chance that Wiggins was waiting for. It's closed down really quickly.
Again, yeah, down that right hand side again. They keep trying to get in, and this time they managed to get in. And I think it's Eddie Livingston. He keeps making those runs, and if he keeps making them, he'll get a chance like he did there.
Yeah, full of running. Aidan Livingston, and he delivers it in, and it's a free header over the bar. Menzies underneath that one. Loveridge did well with his back to goal there. Continued his run has Meir. Had McMurdo for company. Here's Livingston again, and wins the free kick. Plenty of yellow shirts, that densely populated 18-yard box. Plenty of height, plenty of targets.
Maybe a wee bit disappointed with that. We wanted to make more of an opportunity there.
Just lost his footing, and that's fortunate for the Yellows, but the ricochet is fortunate. And the chip, oh my goodness, it's in. Loveridge gets his goal, and despite Castle's best efforts, he couldn't keep that out.
Yeah, look, for a little second he'd got a really good hand on it to push it away. Just didn't quite get enough on it, but yeah, really good finish, really composed.
It's actually a good interception that allowed the ball to fall to Loveridge, and he knew exactly what he wanted to do, and he did it. 3-0 to the Blacks.
Yeah, just Yellows will look like they're maybe going to come back in and nick a goal, but it's maybe putting an end to it now.
Always difficult for goalkeepers when they're backpedaling as well. He did very well to get a hand on it. Just couldn't quite keep it out. Certainly won't take the sting out of the Yellow attacks. And there's a penalty straight away after the third handball. And a chance for the Yellows to get back into this.
Maybe not over yet.
Some 15 minutes to go. And it's going to be Santos with the penalty, which he dispatches. Same way as Gaskin in the first half. And just as calm, just as cool from Angus Santos. And he makes it 3-1. And as you see, maybe a bit of life left in this one yet. Two most recent goal scorers there coming together. Here goes Gaskin. Still on a hat-trick, of course. And he's in the middle, and he might get it, and he does! Real poacher's finish there. And Charlie Gaskin gets his third.
He's done really well. I think he wins it, dishes it off out wide, and then just doesn't stop there, continues his run into the box, and I think there's a couple of nicks that maybe helps it get on its way to him, but he finishes it really well. Just gets a little nick on it, and that's enough.
That's what you have to do. You have to gamble. You have to expect that the ball's going to come through, whether it does take any deflection or not. He did really well just to guide that goalwards. A few goals in a few short minutes. Certainly was life in it. It's a long range effort from Somerville. Pearson into Loveridge. Really good feet from the big striker. He's done well to spread play. Gaskin takes a sore one, but Wallace takes over. Off goes Santos. And Gaskin is okay, back on his feet, back with the ball at it. To Gaskin. Tyler just forced backwards, but that's okay. Loveridge keeps hold of it. Nearly lost control. Good running, great effort, wonderful goal. Maddox in on the act now.
Did really well, yeah. More patient play from the Blacks this time. Kind of asking for them to do earlier on when they had the lead, but now really good, slow, and then add a little bit of pace and inject a bit of pace into a couple of passes.
Yeah, Maddox got the ball back. He really good supporting run, and it's a good finish in at the near post. And before the Yellows know it, Blacks are 5-1 up.
It's looking like they were going to maybe get back into it. Blacks have done really well since conceding that penalty.
Loveridge out to Charlie Gaskin. Devlin did well to poke a foot out. Loveridge just looking after the ball.
Yeah, just managing the game now for the Blacks.
Into the last 10 minutes in a really commanding position and playing like it as well. Kaisley. There's a lot of yellow shirts behind the ball. Good feet from Hill. Good effort as well. On target, just making sure that Charlie Castle's still very much alert, and he was. Found its way to Angus Santos. Somerville on the overlap. Off he goes, the fullback.
He's kept going, he's done well. Unfortunately, just there's nobody there to kind of really support him. He's kept going all day, Somerville, working hard, and he's back in a shape now.
He had a hand in a lot of what's been good about the yellow performance. Just made looking sprinting back into position after that burst forward so easy. There he is, just in a very good defensive position as well. And Bill Muir stepped in on this occasion. As you say, it'll just be about the Blacks just seeing this victory out, you would imagine.
Yeah, and Yells, they're, it's not been best game for them, but they just want to try and concentrate on finishing on a high. So just, try to nick a goal, finishing on a positive note.
That was a chance for Noah Wallace with the header at the back post as well. Could have even been a sixth. Good ball. McCunney picks out his teammate in Morgan and tried to find Wiggins. Menzies forward. Again looking for that run of Livingston. He's had to chase down a lot of lost causes. He's done so admirably. Loveridge seems very comfortable with his back to goal. That's exactly what you want in a lone striker.
Yeah, he's done well. That allows the Blacks to bring the other players into the game and get them involved if he's able to hold the ball up.
Gaskin was just waiting to be released. And then off he goes, gets a fortunate ricochet. Maybe just a touch of miscommunication, but the Yellows get it away. And Wiggins just needed a little bit of help, but got the corner. Angus Santos scored that penalty, of course, earlier on. He has to show his ability from a dead ball situation once again. Late drop for Morgan, and it just about kept out.
Save. Looks a really comfortable goalkeeper, Ben Currie.
Ben Currie of Dice Boys Club. Not had a bad game at all. Into the last 5 minutes or so. Just a little too much on that for Josh Loveridge. I imagine at this stage of the game, just a few minutes left, the players will know that and they'll just want to try and make a final mark before the end. And Hill's going all the way through here. Really good defensive covering from Nabil Mir. Scored options. Good ball out to Noah Wallace. And Loveridge couldn't get there, but Charlie Castle certainly could, and gets the ball rolling quickly for the Yellows. And Livingston was just begging to be slipped in there, and Wiggins wanted that just as much as he did. Stanley Wiggins just tried to use Livingston, but Blacks come away with the ball yet again.
Yeah, looked like they lost a wee bit of confidence. I think the results had an impact on that.
There's always